You're watching Action News Now. Storm Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
A live look from the Alert California Morgan Summit camera shows thick smoke where the park fire is actively burning near Mineral. This camera is just east of the rural community in Tehama County. Chief Meteorologist Howie Gordon is tracking conditions all across the region for us. Howie, we're seeing that really active fire activity and just a lot of heat everywhere else. What's going on out there?
Yeah, I mean, we have heat just from the sun and the high pressure. And as you mentioned, now the fire creating its own little weather circulation and system from heating up the ground and everything around it. Thus, you're seeing all that smoke and that rise and the clouds in the vicinity of where most of the burning's taking place. All right, here's our Dare Creek Alert California camp. That's in Butte County. That is looking off to the north, a little better over there, at least from a visibility standpoint. Okay, here's what we have. So another warm evening. Now, our winds are not terrible today, but we're gusting in some spots at times to 16, 20. I had a few 30-mile-per-hour gusts earlier in the day in Mineral. So, yeah, where the fire is, we've had some gusty conditions. Now, lingering smoke impacts as long as we continue to burn, but we do start to cool down. But here's our winds. Again, they're not that bad. They've picked up a little bit as we've gotten through the day more as the sun heats us up and destabilizes us. We're looking at some gusts, but these winds, just like last night, they will start to minimize as we get closer to the evening as the sun goes down. Okay, low temperatures, really not too low in the valley. We're staying for the most part in the lower to mid 70s. And then tomorrow, another hot one, but that should be the last of the super hot ones per se. We're going to start cooling down as high pressure pulls out of the area. And speaking of the high, here is what we have. High pressure moved out of the area a couple days ago into the Four Corners region. It's battled its way back against the grain, against the prevailing westerlies, and now it's in our vicinity, heating us up very nicely. Now what's going on is with this heat, our moisture levels have gone down. We've really dried out. But as the high then, after Wednesday starts to back off and leave the area, we'll have a more pronounced delta breeze that will shoot more moisture into the area. That's good because we are really, really, really dry. And as the high pressure starts to weaken, we'll start to cool. But as it moves out, we could see a little bit of some gusty activity in terms of winds on Thursday, so that's really the main concern. But we're going to start to see these moisture levels replenish from the delta breeze as high pressure moves out of the area. Here's what we have. I mentioned after Wednesday, we start to cool. I know it's not a tremendous cool down, but you know what? As I said maybe an hour ago, 93 is better than 105, as hot as it still remains in our atmosphere. Again, we're headed for a cool down. That means more moisture replenishment, but we're still dealing with, I know it's cooler, we're still dealing with these hot temperatures, and we're going to have our winds that are up and down, and really the winds have been the underlying factor, and we'll continue to give you the latest on what's going on out there, Haley.
All right, thanks, Howie.